Have you ever stopped to reflect on the profound irony of our era? We live in a time brimming with countless ways to connect. Social media, instant messaging, video calls. Yet genuine understanding seems to slip further from our grasp. It's a paradox that stirs the soul. Despite technology's promise to unite us, it often leaves us feeling more isolated and divided. But what if the solution to bridging this gap doesn't lie in another app or gadget, but in an ancient philosophy that has quietly endured for over 2 millennia? A philosophy capable of guiding us through the complexities of modern life with grace and wisdom. This philosophy is Stoicism. Imagine a world where instead of reacting impulsively to every provocation, we pause to reflect thoughtfully. Picture conversations where judgment gives way to curiosity, where empathy replaces defensiveness. For the Stoics, Seneca, Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, this wasn't merely an ideal, it was their way of life. Their teachings remind us that the challenges we face aren't caused by external events themselves, but by how we interpret and respond to them. Consider the conflicts, misunderstandings, and frustrations that pepper our days. Often they stem not from the situations themselves, but from the stories we tell ourselves about them. Stoicism invites us to step back, question our assumptions, and meet life's twists and turns with curiosity rather than hostility. What might happen if we applied these timeless principles today? In a world saturated with opinions and judgments, Stoicism reminds us that truth is rarely absolute. It's filtered through the lens of individual experience, emotion, and perception. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. By embracing this insight, we free ourselves from rigid black and white thinking and learn to navigate the rich, complex shades of gray that define human existence. These nuances hold the potential for deeper wisdom and greater connection. Stoicism doesn't ask us to suppress our emotions or endure suffering passively. Instead, it teaches us to respond to life's trials with clarity, purpose, and resilience. Seneca captured this beautifully when he said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Our emotional reactions frequently magnify our struggles, making mountains out of molehills. When we master those reactions, we gain clarity and reduce unnecessary stress and conflict." At its heart, Stoicism asserts that it's not what happens to us, but how we choose to respond that shapes our lives. This philosophy empowers us to find peace amidst chaos and recognize the interconnectedness of all things, a lesson Marcus Aurelius explored deeply in his Meditations. When we release our attachment to rigid categories like right or wrong, good or bad, we open ourselves to a more balanced and compassionate way of being. Life's challenges are rarely so simple. They're opportunities for growth, balance, and deeper understanding. Stoicism teaches us to harmonize emotion and logic, viewing them not as adversaries, but as complementary tools for navigating life's peaks and valleys. So, the next time you're faced with a difficult decision or conflict, pause and reflect. Is there a middle path? Can you embrace the complexity of the situation without rushing to judgment? Stoicism encourages us to look beyond surface-level reactions and engage with life on a deeper, more thoughtful level. By adopting these enduring principles, we can transform our modern lives, cultivating greater compassion, understanding, and resilience. In a world that feels increasingly fragmented, isn't this exactly what we need? In the intricate tapestry of life, Stoicism helps us evolve into more tolerant, open-minded, and understanding individuals. With each challenge we face, we become better equipped to navigate the inevitable contradictions and complexities of existence. The next time you find yourself entrenched in stark, binary thinking, take a moment to pause. Could there be a middle ground? A space where opposing perspectives enrich one another rather than clash? By seeking out these intersections, you're not just solving problems. You're unlocking new dimensions of thought, deepening your understanding, and embracing a more enlightened approach to life. True wisdom and beauty often reside in those gray areas, those liminal spaces between extremes. And it is here, in the subtleties of Stoic philosophy, that we discover the keys to living well, not just surviving, but thriving in the modern world. Every belief, every idea we come across, holds a fragment of truth, but never the entire truth. Consider this. Just as a coin has two sides, so too does every argument carry complexities and layers waiting to be explored. The ancient Stoics understood this deeply. They didn't merely engage with opposing views to argue. They sought to understand them, knowing that growth and wisdom emerge from embracing diverse perspectives. It's akin to how light reveals its brilliance against darkness, or how silence amplifies the meaning of sound. These contrasts don't negate each other. They enhance one another. This approach isn't about passivity or indecision. It's about delving into different viewpoints, truly listening, and using that understanding to craft a richer, more nuanced comprehension of the world. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers, once remarked, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." He was reminding us that our perception of reality is but a single piece of a much larger puzzle, and the truth often lies beyond surface appearances. When you adopt this mindset, it's like stepping into a grander, more vibrant space, one brimming with possibilities. You begin to realize that wisdom often resides in the most unexpected places. Life isn't about proving who's right or wrong. It's about recognizing that every perspective offers something valuable to learn from. The Stoics believed this openness was essential for living virtuously and wisely. By acknowledging the merit in opposing ideas, we aren't merely collecting knowledge, we're transforming ourselves. We become more open-minded, empathetic, and resilient. In today's polarized world, where we're frequently pressured to choose sides, label ourselves, and view issues through stark contrasts, right versus wrong, good versus bad, the Stoic philosophy provides a refreshing invitation to step back and embrace the bigger picture. It's about balance, about realizing that truth often exists on both sides of an argument, and that wisdom arises when we can recognize and accept this reality. So, the next time you encounter a belief or idea that challenges your own, try adopting a Stoic mindset. Ask yourself, what truth does this perspective hold? How might it complement or challenge my views? It's not about agreeing with everything. It's about being receptive to the possibility that value lies in difference. Through this openness, you'll cultivate a deeper understanding of both the world and yourself. This Stoic lesson remains as relevant today as it was centuries ago. Binary thinking, the tendency to see the world in black and white terms, stunts our growth. It's like wearing blinders that limit not only our vision, but also our capacity to learn and evolve. The Stoics, such as Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, recognized the transformative power of self-reflection. They understood that resisting the impulse to hastily categorize or judge leads to a life rich in insight and personal development. As Epictetus wisely noted, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This underscores the importance of reflection, especially in complex situations. When we pause to reflect, we uncover subtleties often missed in moments of quick judgment. This isn't indecision. It's about granting ourselves the space to fully grasp the nuances before us. Reflection allows us to appreciate the complexity and beauty hidden beneath superficial judgments. Breaking free from binary thinking opens doors to new experiences, ideas, and perspectives. It nurtures a life abundant in empathy, adaptability, and connection with others. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." When we expand our perceptions, we begin to experience the world in a more vivid and intricate way. So, the next time you find yourself ensnared in binary thinking, take a step back. Ask yourself, am I seeing the whole picture? Is there another lens through which we can view this situation? A subtle shift in perspective has the power to unlock profound insights, not only about the world around us, but also about who we are at our core. This practice brings us closer to the ancient ideal of living an examined life. A life rich with growth, understanding, and enduring happiness. The Stoics, in their timeless wisdom, urge us to embrace the middle ground, the space that exists between extremes. It is here, in this balanced realm, where true wisdom and insight dwell, patiently waiting for discovery. When you find yourself torn between opposing viewpoints or conflicting emotions, pause And remember, truth often resides not on one side or the other, but within the spectrum that connects them. It is in these nuanced spaces that the most meaningful solutions to life's challenges emerge. Just as light cannot exist without darkness, sound without silence, all aspects of existence are interconnected. By embracing these connections, we open ourselves to transformative growth. Consider this. Our perception of events is never fixed. It shifts along a continuum, influenced by our judgments and beliefs. This realization empowers us to see initial impressions as starting points rather than final conclusions. Picture facing a setback, perhaps being overlooked for a promotion. At first, disappointment or frustration may cloud your thoughts. But what if you reframed this moment? What if it became an opportunity for self-reflection, personal development, or even re-evaluating your career trajectory? As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters." This philosophy invites us to move beyond knee-jerk reactions and seek deeper, more balanced understandings of life's twists and turns. This approach does not demand denial of your emotions. Instead, it encourages exploration of them. By leaning into complexity, you gain clarity and resilience. Life rarely unfolds in black and white terms. It is messy, layered, and multifaceted. And that's perfectly fine. Every challenge carries hidden opportunities, just as every triumph holds lessons worth learning. Imagine charting your thoughts and emotions on a graph, plotting emotional responses from negative to positive against their intensity. Such visualization offers a panoramic view of your inner landscape, revealing patterns and interactions between your thoughts and feelings. This exercise mirrors the Stoic pursuit of harmony and balance. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus recognize that our internal states shape our well-being. By mapping our responses, we identify areas of imbalance, challenging overly pessimistic narratives or amplifying moments of positivity, and align ourselves more closely with virtue. Stoicism goes further still, encouraging multivariable thinking. This means integrating values, emotions, and logic simultaneously when navigating decisions. Consider a major life choice, such as changing careers or relocating. Rather than focusing solely on immediate pros and cons, ask, how does this decision align with my values? How will it affect me emotionally? What impact will it have on my long-term goals? This holistic perspective allows you to make choices that resonate deeply with your entire being. In essence, Stoicism teaches us to embrace life's complexities with grace and wisdom. It reminds us that every experience, no matter how challenging, offers an opportunity for growth. By shifting our perspectives, questioning rigid assumptions, and seeking balance, we cultivate a richer, more meaningful existence. One rooted in understanding, resilience, and purpose. Embarking on the path of Stoicism is a commitment to perpetual self-improvement, embracing the intricate tapestry of life's experiences and uncovering fulfillment even in the face of adversity. This ancient philosophy reminds us that true strength doesn't lie in avoiding failure, but in mastering the art of rising stronger with every stumble. By integrating this perspective into your daily existence, you cultivate the tools to move through life's unpredictable terrain with courage, wisdom, and poise. When challenges arise, and they inevitably will, embrace the Stoic mindset. Question your initial reactions, seek out alternative viewpoints, and strive for equilibrium in your response. Though life brims with uncertainty and complexity, adopting this approach allows you to transform struggles into opportunities for growth, infusing each moment with purpose, insight, and even joy.